Welcome to Echo Night News. I'm your host, Nathan, bringing you the stories that matter, right here, right now. News number 1. Attacks on Christians in Nigeria must end now. Netanyahu. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu urged an immediate halt to attacks on Christians in Nigeria, condemning global religious persecution, contrasting Israel's protections with regional hostility, and aligning with US concerns as Nigeria rejects claims of targeted genocide. News number 2, NIN is your automatic tax ID first. The Federal Inland Revenue Service confirmed that Nigerians' National Identification Number, NIN, now serves as their tax ID, unifying previous identifiers, while companies' CAC registration numbers act as their tax IDs under the new tax system starting January 2026. News number 3. National Assembly orders re-gazetting of tax laws. Lawmakers directed the re-gazetting of 4 tax reform acts amid controversy over alleged post-passage changes, stressing the move is administrative, meant to clarify records, preserve legislative integrity, and reassure the public as an internal review continues. News number 4. Trump orders US strikes in northern Nigeria. Donald Trump announced multiple Christmas Day strikes on ISIS in Nigeria, accusing militants of killing Christians, warning further attacks would follow, and declaring US military action decisive, unmatched, and divinely justified. News number 5. Sheikh Gumi condemns US strike on ISIS camps in northwest Nigeria. The cleric criticized US airstrikes as misguided and provocative, arguing terrorism requires local ground forces, not foreign bombs. Warning the action could polarize Nigeria, undermine sovereignty, and fuel wider conflict under the guise of protecting Christians. News number 6. Lekki is full of G-Wagons. A UK-based IJGB woman expressed shock at the sheer number of G-Wagons cruising Lekki, noting that spotting several daily feels normal in Lagos, unlike the UK, where the luxury SUV is a rare sight. News number 7. $11 million fraud. Invictus Okeke to be deported after US prison release. Convicted Nigerian fraudster Obinwani Okeke, known as Invictus Obi, has been freed after 6 years in US custody, with deportation underway following his role in an $11 million business email compromise scheme. News number 8. Ghanaians rush to Noah's Ark after prophet predicts Christmas flood. Panic and curiosity swept Ghana as residents scrambled for spaces in arks built by Prophet Ebo Noah, who claims divine warning of a Christmas Day flood, despite authorities previously dismissing his prophecy as non-criminal. News number 9. Teacher jailed after sleeping with pupils and having a baby with one. A former maths teacher was sentenced to 6.5 years for abusing 2 students, breaching trust, and continuing a relationship while on bail, prompting a lifetime teaching ban for conduct that shocked courts and the profession. News number 10. Libya's top military chief, 4 others die in Turkey plane crash. Libya's armed forces, Chief Lieutenant General Mohammed al-Haddad, and 4 senior officers were killed when their jet crashed near Ankara after reporting an electrical failure. Turkish authorities launched an investigation as 3 crew members also died. News number 11. EFCC traces 41 properties worth 212 billion naira to Malami. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission alleges former AGF Abubakar Malami and his son own 41 properties across Kebbi, Kano, and Abuja, including hotels, schools, and residential buildings valued at 212 billion naira, linked to ongoing money laundering charges. News number 12. Governor Fintiri pardons Adamawa farmer, sentenced to death for killing herder in self-defense. Sunday Jackson, who spent over a decade in custody after fatally stabbing a herder attacking him on his farm, received clemency from Governor Ahmadu Fintiri, ending a case that sparked national debate on self-defense rights. News number 13. JJC Skillz alleges Don Jazzy, D'banj and others ganged up against him. Veteran rapper JJC Skillz claimed on the Echo podcast that Don Jazzy, D'banj and associates conspired against him, despite his efforts to support and introduce them in Nigeria's music scene, accusing them of spreading false statements about him. News number 14. US to suspend visa issuance to Nigerians from January 1st, 2026. The US announced a partial suspension of visas for Nigerian nationals, including visitor, student, and immigrant categories, under Presidential Proclamation 10,998, with exemptions for certain minorities, dual nationals, and holders of valid visas issued before January 1st, 2026. News number 15. My marriage is over. Actress Anita Joseph confirms split from husband MC Fish. Anita Joseph announced her separation from entertainer MC Fish on Instagram, describing a period of pain and reflection and saying she is choosing grace, growth, and faith while navigating the end of their marriage, which began in February 2020. News number 16. Heavy rains and flash floods swamp Southern California homes. After 3 days of intense downpours triggered floods and mudslides, residents in hard-hit Wrightwood began clearing mud and assessing damage as the storms finally eased on Friday. News number 17. Silver surges 9% to a fresh record high. Silver climbed sharply on Friday, hitting a new record as tightening supply, a market deficit, and rising industrial demand combined to fuel strong investor momentum. News number 18. Canada to provide $2.5 billion in economic aid for Ukraine. Prime Minister Mark Carney announced a new $2.5 billion support package for Ukraine, reinforcing Canada's commitment to Kiev's economic stability amid the ongoing conflict. News number 19. FG launches 7,000 forest guards to boost security in vulnerable states. The federal government has begun deploying newly trained forest guards across 7 pilot states to tackle banditry and insurgency in ungoverned forests, strengthening intelligence, gathering, and restoring government presence, with plans for nationwide expansion. News number 20. Drama erupts as EO masquerade clashes with onlooker. Tension flared during an EO festival when a masquerade was seen exchanging blows with a bystander, drawing shocked reactions from the crowd and briefly disrupting the traditional procession. News number 21. At 41, cheating isn't a deal-breaker for me, Toke Makinwa. The media personality said on her podcast that infidelity isn't a deal-breaker for her, arguing women find it easier to cheat than men, and that when women do, it often reflects unmet emotional needs rather than opportunity. If you haven't, kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment on the channel. Thank you.